Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Here coins top 50 cent. So let's get started. The 50-cent coin of New Zealand, particularly the 2018 issue, represents an important continuation of the nation's modern currency system that blends colonial heritage, indigenous Maori symbolism, and New Zealand's unique position in the South Pacific. Though the coin may appear as just another piece of circulating currency, when explored closely, it reveals a deep story involving history, design choices, shifts in metal standards, and the nation's evolving identity. The New Zealand 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1967, when the country officially transitioned from the old pre-decimal pound system, based on shillings and pence, to the modern decimal system. Before 1967, New Zealand currency was tied heavily to British coinage, reflecting the country's long colonial ties. With decimalization, a new series of coins was introduced, ranging from 1 cent to $1. And the 50-cent coin replaced the old half-crown worth 2 shillings and 6 pence. From the start, the 50-cent coin was the largest circulating coin in size, making it distinctive in the pockets of New Zealanders. Its initial design featured the HMS Endeavour, the ship commanded by Captain James Cook when he first reached New Zealand in 1769. This theme tied the coin strongly to colonial history and European exploration. Over the years, the 50-cent coin underwent various changes in composition, size, and even symbolism, but its place as one of the key denominations in the New Zealand dollar system remained unshaken. By 2018, the coin had already been through a significant redesign in 2006, when the Royal New Zealand Mint reduced the size and changed the metal composition of the coin to make it lighter and easier to handle. This smaller version continued in circulation through 2018 and still carried the HMS Endeavour design on the reverse, making it an enduring tribute to exploration history. The obverse of the 2018 New Zealand 50-cent coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. Rank-Broadley's portrait, introduced in 1999, became standard on New Zealand coins and was known for being more realistic and less idealized compared to earlier depictions of the Queen. His initials, IRB, can usually be found beneath the neck truncation of the portrait. This effigy shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most famous crowns. The inscription around the portrait reads, Elizabeth II, New Zealand, the year of issue, 2018. The inclusion of Queen Elizabeth II on New Zealand coinage reflects the nation's constitutional monarchy and status as a member of the Commonwealth. Although New Zealand is geographically distant from Britain, its head of state is the British monarch, and coinage remains one of the most visible reminders of this connection. The reverse side of the coin depicts the famous image of the HMS Endeavour, the vessel of Captain James Cook, sailing southward. The background shows Mount Taranaki, one of New Zealand's most iconic volcanic peaks, symbolizing the land. Above the ship, a stylized Maori sun pattern radiates, signifying local heritage, spirituality, and the life-giving force of nature. The juxtaposition of the European vessel with Maori symbolism is deliberate. It highlights both the colonial heritage of New Zealand and the deeper indigenous cultural roots of the land. The inscription, 50 cents, is found beneath the ship, written in a bold font, making the denomination clear. This design has been retained since decimalization, becoming one of the most enduring numismatic symbols of New Zealand. It is admired by collectors for its balance between natural beauty, cultural symbolism, and maritime history. The specifications of the 2018 New Zealand 50-cent coin reflect the changes made in 2006 to reduce size and metal usage. Composition: copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight: 5.00 grams. Diameter: 24.75 millimeters. Shape: round. Edge: milled, reeded. Obverse designer: Ian Rank-Broadley. Reverse designer: Reginald George James Barry. This made the coin smaller and lighter than its earlier pre-2006 version, which weighed 13.6 grams and measured 31.75 millimeters. The reduction was meant to make coins easier to handle and more cost-effective to produce. The coin's imagery combines several narratives. European exploration heritage. The HMS Endeavour is a reminder of Captain Cook's voyages, which brought Europeans to New Zealand, leading to colonization. Indigenous Maori identity. The stylized sun design reflects Maori culture and adds balance by ensuring that native symbolism is not overshadowed by colonial imagery. Natural landscape. The presence of Mount Taranaki ties the coin to the land itself, grounding it in the country's natural environment. Thus, the coin reflects the layered identity of New Zealand as both a modern Commonwealth nation and a land with its own indigenous traditions. The 2018 issue was struck primarily for circulation, though exact mintage figures are typically released through the Reserve Bank of New Zealand or the Royal Australian Mint, which often strikes New Zealand's coins. Coins of this year are not particularly scarce, as 2018 was a regular issue year, unlike commemorative editions. Circulation coins are widely used in everyday transactions, particularly since the 50-cent coin holds moderate value within the New Zealand dollar system. For collectors, the 2018 50-cent coin is usually considered a common circulation issue, meaning it does not carry a significant premium unless found in mint state, uncirculated, or proof condition. In uncirculated rolls or sets, they are valued slightly higher, particularly for numismatists who collect date runs of New Zealand decimal coinage. Proof versions, if struck in 2018, were typically included in annual coin sets and are struck in higher quality with mirror-like fields. These have much more appeal to serious collectors. It's important to understand the 2018 coin in its historical progression. 1967-2006. Large 50-cent coin, 31.75 mm, heavy, with same reverse design. 2006-2018. Smaller, modernized coin with lighter weight and copper-nickel composition. Post-2018. The coin continues with the same design until changes in effigy. Later Charles III will eventually replace Elizabeth II. Thus, the 2018 issue represents a late Queen Elizabeth II era coin, a detail that may increase collector interest in the future, especially after the Queen's passing in 2022. With the transition to King Charles III as the monarch on the throne, coins bearing Queen Elizabeth II's effigy, including the 2018 issue, are likely to become historically significant as part of the last era of Elizabeth II coinage. For now, it remains a widely circulated piece, but collectors should preserve high-quality examples as the effigy change increases demand for earlier issues. The 2018 New Zealand 50-cent coin is more than just a circulating piece of money. It reflects the country's historical journey from colonization to modern nationhood, combining the European exploration narrative of Captain Cook with the spiritual and natural elements of Maori tradition. Its design continuity since 1967 makes it a cultural symbol as much as a monetary tool. While common in circulation, it holds potential future historical value as part of the Elizabeth II series. For collectors, historians, and those fascinated by cultural symbolism, the coin stands as a small but powerful emblem of New Zealand's layered identity, its maritime heritage, and its place in the global Commonwealth system. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.